The name of my story is Rebirth of Red Pandas. Gopu sat staring blankly at the people in the bustling streets of the busy sunshine city. Gopu, cried his mother, go and fetch some Dora cakes for your breakfast. I don't wanna go, replied Gopu. Command Zayogi to do so. Zayogi is already helping me a lot, said mother. I don't want to put her to work just in the early morning. Go and bring some. Gopu stood up, defeated, and went to the vending machine located at the ground floor of their home. As he ordered the Dora cakes, he glanced in the window at the bushes which his mother had grown. His mother was a passionate gardener and loved colorful flowers. Suddenly, he saw a quick movement in the bushes, and some creature wagged its bushy tail. He got curious and went out to look for the creature. As he went there, the creature again moved. He picked up the creature. It was a dog-like animal with a fox-like face. He brought it into his room in the carry bag which was meant for the Dora cakes, and he was fully aware. He was just scared that Zayogi won't have seen him. But as he hoped, Zayogi had already seen him. She asked him, "Hey Gopu, what are you up to? What is it?" Gopu replied, "It's the Dora cakes for my breakfast." Zayogi ignored him and went out for the domestic works. She was their home robot. Gopu went inside his room and brought the animal out. The animal started to scream, and he was not able to figure out what was it trying to convey. He thought of an idea. Next he went to his pet dog Bruno and took out his collar. The collar was a high-tech one. It had many tools, and one of its main feature was a translation system. It could translate any animal language into human language. He took off the collar. Zayogi saw him doing so. Zayogi again asked him, "Hey Gopu, what are you up to? What are you doing with Bruno's collar now?" Gopu replied, "Oh, nothing. I'm just gonna charge it. It needs some charging." Zayogi left him and went ahead. He took off the collar and went to his room. He put on the collar and he felt bad about lying to Zayogi. The charging actually was about 80%. He took the collar and put it around the neck of the creature. And put on the translation mode. The animal screamed, "Mother, oh mother, where are you?" Gopu got scared and turned the volume down. He just hoped that Zayogi won't have heard him, or else she would complain to mother about him going about some mischief. But the opposite had happened. Zayogi actually saw him and went to him and asked him, "Hey Gopu, what is that creature?" Gopu replied, "Oh, nothing. It's Raju's new pet." Zayogi said, "May I remind you that Raju has no pet." Gopu said, "You don't know anything about him. He just bought one. Zayogi replied with, I am gonna call your mother." Gopu said, "Oh, why do you bother her right now? She is busy in her work." Zayogi said, Gopu got anxious about it, and after some minutes he replied, "Okay then, I'm gonna do the dishes, not you." Zayogi said, "Okay then, deal." Gopu replied with, "Deal." Next Gopu asked Zayogi, "Hey, do you know anything about this?" And she replied, let me scan it. I need to know about this." And she scanned the creature. She replied that the creature was an extinct species of red pandas. It went extinct a couple of years ago. Gopu replied, "Oh, then how can this creature be here?" Zayogi replied, "Maybe one or two of them could have survived." Zayogi said, why not just revive their whole species. We can do this by telling your mother. Gopu replied, can you do that? I don't have the courage to go to mother and tell her about this. Zayoki replied, oh, don't worry, I can do that. At evening, when Mrs. Sharma came out, Gopu became anxious and went about here and there. Mother said, Gopu, what have you done? Why are you so anxious? Gopu replied, oh, nothing, mother. Then mother called Zayoki and asked, has Gopu done some mischief in the house? Zayoki said no. And mother asked about the camera footages. Zayoki showed them all of them. She had actually changed all the camera footages so that it could be seen that Gopu was just studying all the day. Mother said, oh, it's nice to see Gopu studying, but why is he so anxious? Zayoki then told her about all the incident happened in the home and asked mother if she could help the creature. Mother replied, oh, I can do that, but we need to take him out, and God knows what can happen if we took him out. Zayoki said, okay then, let's take the risk. And they went out to the people who could help them. They took the animal in their hold and said, we will try our best to revive their whole species. Thank you for your help. Gopu became anxious. He had become very close with the animal and was not ready to let him go. After coming home, he began to cry, and mother said, oh, nothing. If you let him go now, you could get a lot of many more like him. And he became happy at the thought. The people as promised helped the red panda's whole species to survive. Thank you.